Taylor. The team hasn't competed over the last 3 weeks, but obviously the team has been no less busy. What have you been incorporating with this group into practice these last few weeks?
Yeah, like without having to race, we've been able to just get a really good training block in. And so we've just been working on pack running and making sure that, we're working as a team, and that's how we're going to be really successful this year. We have a lot of talent on the team, and we're just trying to bring that out and make sure that, it's an environment where everybody's encouraging each other. And we've had just some amazing practices over the past few weeks, and I think that people are going to be surprised by this team by the end of the year. And so, it's just really awesome to see them come together as a group. We've just been doing a lot of group runs and making sure that everybody is really on the same page about what we want to accomplish this season. And so it's just been a really encouraging thing to watch them grow as teammates and people over the past few weeks without having to worry about competing on the weekends.
Performance-wise, what kind of progress have you seen over these last almost month?
Yeah, it's just been pretty amazing to watch them, grow in fitness in a pretty short amount of time. They have really invested in just the strength aspect of this sport and have been, their volume is pretty high in comparison to what, it's been in the past. And so they've really embraced that and been working really hard just on aerobic capacity stuff. And we're just excited about, where that puts us for the rest of the season as far as just their general fitness.
How much is the staff looking forward to seeing what this team is, how far this team has come since Kentucky, especially on the women's side, running their first 6K of the year?
Yeah, so this is probably the last time that we'll run together, all, the whole team in the same race. And so I think it's a unique opportunity to get to run together and, really push each other and just kind of see, how they react to, a very big field.
And this weekend, kind of a springboard into the stretch run of the season. You follow that up with pre-nationals, then MACs, then regionals. How ready do you feel the team is to really jump into that head first?
Yeah, the season's really starting to matter. So this is kind of, like you said, a springboard into the big meets of the season. Pre-nats will race some of the best competition in the country, which, I think some of our kids will really thrive in that environment, just getting to be really competitive and being in a race that's really fast and just kind of hanging in there and seeing what they can do. We have really held them back in a lot of ways, over the past couple of weeks and in their first couple of meets. So it'll be nice just to kind of let them loose and, let them see where their fitness is taken.
All right, Megan, it's been quite a while since the team has been out in the course competing. Team looking forward to getting after it this weekend?
Absolutely. We're going to be running at Cedarville, and it's the All-Ohio meet, so we'll see a lot of MAC teams there. And it should be a good weekend because it's the first time that we get to run a 6K officially.
Team's not been competing over the last 3 weeks, but obviously no less busy. What has the team been doing in practice to kind of progress?
We've been really hammering it at practice, getting some good training in. Not too hard because we want to be nice and fresh for MACs and pre-nats before that. So I think that we've just really gotten a lot of volume in, and it's been great because our team is looking really good.
All right, Zach, team's been away from the course, obviously, in terms of competition the last few weeks, but obviously the team's been no less busy. How's the team been progressing over these last few weeks in practice?
I think it's been a great little hiatus from racing. Coach Wood just raves on about how September is going to make or break your season, basically. So we've been working hard these past couple weeks, and I think it's been a very transformational couple of weeks, and I think people are going to see a lot of improvement out of us between Kentucky and All-Ohio.
Despite being away from the course and getting all those gains in practice, I imagine the team is really looking forward to getting a timed race under their belt again.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys are really antsy, and myself included, just because a lot of guys performed exceptionally well at Kentucky, and that was just we didn't really have much training under our belts yet. So we're really excited to start tapping into that full potential down this home stretch.
And speaking of that home stretch, and this meet kind of starts that off. After All-Ohio, you get a couple weeks and it's MAC, or pre-nationals, then MAC, and then regionals. So kind of time to see what this team can do.
Yeah, I think All-Ohio is going to be kind of going to set us up for the rest of the season because we need to race really well there to get into the fast race at pre-nats. And looking at how we match up against some of these ranked teams that are going to be at All-Ohio, I think we look pretty good. I think we can definitely hang with some of these guys, and we're going to surprise some people at All-Ohio. That's going to set us up into the fast race at pre-nats, hopefully. And then the MAC, there's no team that I look at and say this team has a definite advantage on us. I think we're up and coming, and we match up pretty well against most teams in the MAC.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.